Well, you know the old saying, what goes up must come down. Much like my waistline. Greetings, fellow Vita fans. This is James with PS Vita at 2 a.m. coming at you once again with another exciting video. It's not so much exciting as it is sad. And if you're new here and love everything PlayStation Vita, don't forget to subscribe. We've been having some very positive things happening lately in the PS Vita community. And you know how that normally doesn't last long, and this week is no exception. My mighty heart is breaking. This is gonna serve both as a news update and me breaking everybody's heart with this news. There's just no getting around it. Not Arnold Schwarzenegger has said it best. And be sure to tell me what you guys think about this news. Does it affect you at all? Were you a fan of these games that I'm about to discuss? Let me know in the comment section down below and we can talk about it and discuss it and do things that we usually do on this channel. Okay, so here comes a public service announcement, and this article comes from Gemetsu.com. Gemetsu, whatever. Utawarerumono, Mask of Deception and Mask of Truth, whew, good thing it didn't make me try to say the name again, has been delisted from the PlayStation Store in the West as licenses expire. No word on whether the titles will return. In the PlayStation Vita's case, well, most likely not. PS4, I could imagine so. And any kind of potential PS5 version, yeah, I probably could imagine that too. PlayStation 4 and PS5 Vita versions of strategy RPG and visual novel hybrid Mask of Deception and sequel, Mask of Truth, I don't want to say those names again, have been delisted from the PlayStation Store in Western territories. A representative for Atlus, which published both titles in the West, confirmed to Gemetsu that the titles were delisted because Atlus's licensing rights expired. Atlus did not have any information about whether the games would return to the digital storefront. Even still, let's just say that I think this image describes perfectly what's going to happen for us. Gemetsu has reached out to developer Aqua Plus as well as PC versions publishers DMM Games for further information. However, it is currently the weekend in Japan and we likely will not hear back until Monday at the earliest. And since from what I'm seeing of this article, this news is already a few days old, I'm assuming that they never did get back to them or still are in the process or just don't want to say anything. It's most likely probably the latter. But if I do hear any kind of update regarding this, I will make sure to put it in the video description. Sadly, delisted games are never an easy thing to go through. Lucky though for all you digital lovers out there, that's why physical media exists, because these games can still be purchased through the secondhand market, and I think even brand new, if you're lucky enough these days, for not too bad of prices. They will roughly range you $30 to $60 USD, depending on condition and which one of the games you want. Scalpers, don't even think about it. Please don't get any ideas. And even though I can't confirm this 100% as of yet, I have heard some individuals say that it's only been delisted in certain parts of the West. So I'm not 100% sure if this is all over worldwide if you don't live in Japan. Sigh. I wish I lived in Japan. Now, for anybody out there who has never heard of these two particular titles here, you're missing out. You are in for quite a treat if you love both visual novels and tactical RPGs, especially since we never see the two combined very often. Most of them are just visual novels or just tactical RPGs. This combines the best of both worlds. Just gonna pretend here that the Danganronpa series doesn't exist for a moment. Gemetsu had a segment in this article that talks about both games. First, Mask of Deception. Oh, and just fair warning here, there will be a plethora of mispronunciations going forward. I mean, this is PS Vita at 2 a.m. That's just the kind of quality content you've come to expect. When I awoke, there was snow. Navigate the unforgiving wilderness of turbulent new worlds. For almost 2 decades, this series of tactical RPG visual novels have been beloved by Japanese fans for the spectacular music, art, characters, and story. Especially the characters. Now it finally returns to its origins on PlayStation Vita. Sorry, this information that they used came from the Steam version. This sequel to Prelude to the Fallen's first release more than a decade after the original game is a great place to jump into the series, featuring 30 plus hours of story and gameplay, thoughtful, slick, and addictive tactical RPG combat, all new customizable controls and adjusted resolution, an unforgettable soundtrack, gorgeous, distinctive art. Now for Mask of Truth, the final chapter in the Utawarerumono series. Yamato and Usker, two nations' fates hang in the balance. For almost 2 decades, this series of tactics RPG / visual novel has been beloved by Japanese fans for its spectacular music, art, characters, and story. Now it's finally returns to the PlayStation Vita. The riddles and questions of the past are answered here. 50 plus hours of story and gameplay. That's 20 additional from the last. We know we can count. Thoughtful, slick, and active tactics RPG combat. New co-op finale finishers move to slay your enemies in style. All new customizable controls. An unforgettable soundtrack. And catharsis. I'm not really sure why they had to mention that, but it's in the description. But yes, these are two fantastic playing games here. And best of all, it's one whole huge intricate story between all of the games. Now thankfully we still have Prelude to the Fallen, which was released not too long ago, so we can assume that this license is still good for the time being. But I would highly recommend that if you're a digital PS Vita lover, you might want to be picking up this game sooner rather than later, because eventually it too will expire from our beloved PS Vita. Apologies, I just got a little teary-eyed and emotional right there. But yeah, there you have it, guys. I wanted to make this announcement to you all because we already know that the prices of the games is going to skyrocket more and more as people find out that these titles have been delisted. So I would say if you were interested in playing this game, wanted to buy it on the PlayStation Vita store, can't, I would highly recommend picking up a copy before they become too ridiculous. Yeah, Danganronpa 3, you're guilty of this. But be sure to tell me, are you going to be picking up this game? Do you have it already? Maybe you love it. Tell me down in the comments section. And as always, fellow Vita fans, thank you so much for taking the time out of your day to watch this video. It really means a lot to me. Love you all, and I'll see you next time. This video has been brought to you in part by all of these wonderfully generous people who help make this content possible, including Shin Snake, Joseph Razmick, Frayden, Zecrito, Ascorp, Bushin Ryu Cat, Milk-sama, Neo Arashi, Reiko Star, Matt Fox, B Mystery, Makis Blob, Dr. Super Artie, Romp King, Donut Valley, Jackie, Azumara, Kabul Trappa, Sakib Alam, Matt Hargett, Ronan Alganto, Tasha Monty, Eric DeWitt, Juan M. Hermosillo, Burzen Mystery, Kayonko, Jesus Hernandez, David Ray, Wendy K, Hemdall Imbert, Gutter Drums, Larry Anderson, Mario Cruz, Jelle, Lori Sweeney, Richard Cruz, PS Vita S, Adam Sondi, Hero Acer, Rodrigo Vera, Aaron Swanson, Heston Joseph, Kevin Enright, Jared Hado, Joshua Williams, Clayton Merlarkey, BMF, Skulshire Tugel TCG, Adam Thury, Per Sterner, E-Rock, JR, Kyle Brooks, Saul Ramirez, and Phantom XRS. If you would be interested in supporting the channel and seeing your name on this end screen here, or if you wish to remain anonymous, that can be provided too, then make sure to check the links down in the description below. I have numerous ways for you to do this down there. Can support in this manner? Don't worry about it. Likes and shares can help equally as much at making this channel grow. And can someone please explain to me how the heck Danganronpa V3 got to over $150 on eBay? Oh, that's right, it got delisted too.